Alright, so here's this free mower I got probably a year and a half ago. Neighbor threw it out. It had a bad carburetor. He had his, son-in-law look at it, go over the whole thing, do the works, and he was like, yep, carburetor's bad, can't buy them anymore. So he put it on the curb, and I went and bought one off of China for like 16 bucks and a new air filter for $4. Huck that on there, and she's been doing well ever since. She's got a blow-by issue, as you may notice, and oil looked clean when I got it, and I've maybe used it for 15 hours or so, and the oil is nice and silver now. Yeah, it's not supposed to. So I think she probably needs a change on this here mystery oil. So I'm gonna take her back to the shop, changing the oil, and we'll do a little compression test. See if we at least have double digit on the compression. Maybe even triple. That would be very nice. But let's go give this old girl a little bit of a tune-up and just a general inspection, because I think all I did was huck a carb on it. I got it to start off with starting fluid with no air filter on it, but it ran like ass. Threw a new carb on it, and she's been fine ever since, and even adjust it. So let's go. Let's fix it on up. Might be able to get a little bit higher idle out of this thing. She's kind of lacking in the power department. All right, got her loaded up. Elsa's rolling in. This is what we have here, by the way. That's the engine. And over yonder is the mower. So anyway, Kane's rolling in. So far, seems like a shit hurricane, like a -1 out of 10. Kind of blows ass. We need a good one. Yeah, see, I can drive two-fingered all the way up on the bridge. It's a suck-ass hurricane. All right, well, we got her back to the house, and we're gonna attempt to do an oil change on this. I pulled up the owner's manual, and it said, oh, just turn the thing upside down and dump it out the filler neck. But I'm hard pressed to believe that it doesn't have a drain plug on the oil pan. So I turned it over, and I think this is probably a drain, maybe something, or no, this guy down here. I think that's a drain. I'll try and remove it and see whether or not everything falls apart. On the other Craftsman, there was a drain that was about this flat, but that doesn't look like a plug or a bolt. This doesn't either. This has a square head. I think that might be. I don't know. We'll double check. But just bought some heavyweight motor oil. Takes 20 ounces, a straight 30 weight, unless you're going to be operating in sub-freezing temperatures. And it says just throw some 5W30. So I can assume 10W30 is probably fine as well. Doesn't really matter. It's a lawnmower. Yeah, oil's not supposed to be that gray. All right, so I got the oil draining. Handy trick, just take 2 cinder blocks, set them apart, and then I've got an oil catch thing right there, and you just reach up under there, take your oil drain plug off, and just drain it right into the bucket. And when you're done, reach back up in there, put the plug back on, kick her back, torque the plug down, and then set it on a level surface, pour in your oil. So drain plug is plastic. It was not in there with any significant amount of torque, which it shouldn't be if it's plastic. It actually has a 3/8 square drive in the middle of it. So you can just take a 3/8 socket and just stick it right in the middle, like that, which I think is pretty slick. I wouldn't recommend doing that because it's plastic. So if it is stuck, you're just gonna strip it. And the hex on the outside is, pretty standard, 3/4. So yeah, as you can see, oil is very silver. Very, very silver. It's probably not supposed to be that color. So it's a good thing we're changing it. So I'm just gonna dump in 20 ounces of this overpriced Ace Hardware straight 30 weight and call it a day. All right, there she is. Let's replace the air filter and the spark plug. And by that I mean replace. So air filter, pretty dang easy. You just spin it off like that, dump the old one out, and I'm going to take this and I'm going to spray it with some compressed air just to get some of the crap out of it. But you should replace it at least once a season for ideal performance. Otherwise you're going to run rich and you're going to be lacking in horsepower. And for the spark plug, just pop the boot and then 13/16. Take the plug out, check the gap. Gap should be 30. I'll do that later. That was finger tight. Well, that's certainly black. Are we at least gapped correctly? Yeah, gap's fine. Doesn't fit the 34, so that's good enough. We'll just spin that back on in there and torque her down. So my gap's fine. This, I never replaced the spark plug, but I did check the gap when I pulled this thing out of the dumpster. Just a eat. Alright, so yesterday I forgot the compression tester, but luckily I ran out of gas, and then it started raining. So, well, that's not lucky. But anyway, that means I'm back out here today to finish mowing, and I have the compression tester. So we can check what the compression is on this pig, and see if it's, you know, anything even close to resembling healthy. 105 is probably what it's supposed to be. So we'll pull this sucker out of here and forget about that, and then snap a fin off the cooling fan. And we're gonna huck the old Chinesium compression tester in there and see what we get. Alright, let's give that a yank and see what we got. Alright, well, even with the air filter off and the throttle both open and closed, just to see if it made a difference, it's by default wide open. We're only getting, the best I could do was get it to 55 psi, even employing the old run and pull while you stop technique. So, probably supposed to be 100, so it's kind of miraculous that this thing even runs. So, yeah. For being a 5.5 that's like 20 years old, having 55 psi compression, it cuts some pretty heavy shit. So I'm kind of impressed. But anyway, we're going to just run this thing until it dies out here. Cutting, you know, all the thickest possible hay you could ever imagine. Anyway, this is also the PSI cold. So I don't know if it'll make a difference hot. I don't know if, you know, stuff's going to swell up in the head gasket. It's going to seal better or something or what. But this is a cold reading, so keep that in mind. That's all it is. That's a standard tune-up on one of these. You know, try and run ethanol-free gas if you can get it in these mowers. If you're running it on regularly, feel free to just dump, you know, regular gas in there. But all of your hoses, all your rubber bits are going to last way longer if you use ethanol-free. Plus, it's higher octane. You're gonna have a little bit more power output, so you're gonna be able to mow much thicker grass if you use a ethanol-free gas. So yeah, there you are. That's how you tune up a Craftsman, whatever the hell this was, that thing over there. Hope this video helps. If you like it, go down there, like, comment, tell me what else you want me to see do with this mower. Turn into a go-kart? I don't know, maybe. We'll see. I've been looking for something to turn into a go-kart for forever, but everything keeps running just fine that I find in the garbage. It's really disappointing. And yeah, if you want to see more of this garbage, you gotta subscribe. Go down there, smash that subscribe button. Do it. Do it now. I'll wait. Not really. I don't care. I gotta go eat. Alright, till next time. Time out. Bye.